Breaking: illegal Obama scheme uncovered. The entire DACA program was designed to pull at Americans' heartstrings and provide a path to citizenship for illegal immigrants. Master rhetoricians in the Democrat Party have convinced many Americans that deferred action for childhood arrivals (DACA) recipients are children. After all, child is a root word in the name of the legislation. However, the reality is that the vast majority of DACA recipients are adults, with the average recipient being between the ages of 25 and 26, according to Breitbart. Earlier this year, Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced that DACA would be phased out over several months. Sessions explained that former President Barack Obama violated the Constitution when he passed DACA through a Department of Homeland Security memorandum without the support of Congress. By slowly phasing out DACA, the Trump administration has offered Congress the chance to rectify Obama's error and pass DACA legally. Since announcing the end of DACA, open border advocates, Democrats, and establishment Republicans have introduced a barrage of legislation providing new protections for DACA recipients. Some of these proposals plan to extend amnesty to the 3.3 million illegal immigrants that qualify for DACA protections. Political pundits, open border advocates, and anti-Trumpers regularly repeat the lie on national television that DACA recipients are children. Reporters at the Daily Caller compiled a list of advocates and pundits on networks, such as MSNBC and CNN, who erroneously refer to DACA recipients as kids and children. This isn't a congressional problem, this isn't a presidential problem, this is an American problem. Who are these kids threatening in this country? One guest said on MSNBC. While appearing on CNN, California gubernatorial candidate Antonio Villaraigosa said ending DACA would undermine California's public school system, because we could just lose these kids, even though the majority of DACA recipients left high school long ago. Another CNN guest referred to DACA recipients as America's children. Left-wing pundits are not the only ones peddling lies about the average age of DACA recipients. Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona, while appearing on CNN, said, "There are 800,000 DACA kids who were brought across the border. The median age, I think, is 6 years old for those 800,000 when they came across the border. They should not be punished for the sins of their parents. That's just the basic principle that we ought to follow here." Clearly, establishment politicians and the media elite would have us believe that DACA recipients are mere kids desperately in need of our sympathy. The average age of DACA recipients is 24 years old. 72% of DACA recipients are 21 years old or older, and 11% of recipients are in their 30s. Do you feel duped? Yet, according to a recent study by the Pew Research Center, the average age of DACA recipients is 24 years old. 72% of DACA recipients are 21 years old or older, and 11% of recipients are in their 30s. Worse yet, the findings of Pew Research are based purely on available government data and cannot take fraud into account. Matt O'Brien, a former manager of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services (USCIS) investigative unit, told reporters with Lafayette that the DACA fraud is at least 40 to 50%. The whole way the program is set up, it just facilitated fraud, and I'm not entirely confident that wasn't intentional, O'Brien explained, adding that many recipients lied about their age, and were much older than they claimed on official documentation.